This is the Nike Tiempo Legend Emerald, which celebrates 30 years of the Nike Tiempo, and it's definitely a very bold look. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it, including how it feels slightly different from the regular Legend 10, but I'm also going to tell you why the 30-year anniversary story might be a little bit of a stretch of the truth. See, the thing is that the Tiempo Emerald here is celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Tiempo boots from Nike, which it's a little bit funny given that the very first boot called Tiempo from Nike was released in the 1983-84 season called the Tiempo D, which I guess technically makes it the 40th anniversary of the Tiempo boot. But to be fair to Nike, I can kind of understand why they went with the 30-year story, seeing that the Tiempo as it is today with the current DNA really only burst onto the scene in 1994 with the Tiempo Premier. That was released for the World Cup in the USA and was actually worn by almost half of the players in the World Cup final that year. Think Romario, Paolo Maldini, and even a young R9, although he didn't play in the final. Now back then in 1994, the Tiempo Premier was seen as this really modern, lightweight leather boot. And ever since then, it's been a staple of, fusing modern technology with that classic fit and touch and feel of leather. But Jay, why is the boot pearlescent green then? Well, the thing is, and I had to do a bit of reading up on this, but the 30th anniversary is usually connected to pearl, but also to the color green. So having like a pearl green makes a lot of sense. Although, haters will say that the 55th anniversary is literally straight up called the Emerald anniversary and is connected to the color emerald green. So there's that. But I mean, the green pearl, I still get it, and I think it holds up. And I think there's no denying that the boots are very, very eye-catching. Personally, I'm actually a little bit torn because I think that the color in isolation on feet looks absolutely smashing. I think it's phenomenal, but then again, as a tribute to 30 years of Tiempo, I'm not sure I think it really represents what Tiempo has stood for in all those 30 years. But on the other hand, who cares when it looks this good? So, yeah. But actually, there's more to the Tiempo Emerald than just the new looks, because Nike have also changed the upper. See, you still get this lovely Fly Touch Plus material that is super soft and pretty comfortable when you break it in. But Nike have actually changed it from the regular Tiempo Legend 10 by having these molded, almost like quilting patterns in the upper here that resembles the stitch patterns on the Tiempo Legend 4 and the Tiempo Legend 5. And that also means that while you do have this slight sensation of texture on the upper, it definitely feels a lot smoother and maybe slightly more traditional on foot compared to the regular Legend 10s. Especially because you don't have all the little micro texturing silicone dots all over the boots. Now, the material itself, I think it's a lovely material. Feels super good, it's really soft and has this lovely padding that's just really comfortable from the moment you put them on. But I wouldn't go as far as calling it a genuine like-for-like replacement of kangaroo leather just yet. It does many things really well, but we're not there yet, as lovely as it is. And that for me makes this a bit of a two-edged sword, because I like the way it looks and I like the way that it feels. But the thing is that I'm also old enough to remember what Nike did 10 years ago on the 20th anniversary boot called the Tiempo XX, where we got a full Alegria leather upper, so Nike's finest untreated kangaroo leather. And then to have an anniversary boot 10 years later without leather, celebrating the heritage of Tiempo, where the main feature was leather. It just feels a little bit odd, at least to an old boothead like myself. Now again, it's a bit weird because I actually like the boots a lot. They're really comfortable, they fit well, the upper is soft, it has this nice grippy, almost tackiness on the ball that's not too grippy, and it just works. But then again, as a tribute to a boot, without having the actual element from the older boot, I'm a bit confused, to be honest. But the thing is that I still think that it just looks bloody awesome. And while it might not be the thing that screams classic Tiempo the most, maybe it just screams future Tiempo, who knows, I still can't help but just want to wear it because it feels good and it looks really good. But what do you guys think? Well, if you want the boots, you can go and click the link to the world's best football store right over there and buy them from Unisport. You can also tell me what you think in the comment section right down below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel with the notifications on just yet, you should totally do that, because we make awesome videos. You can see some of them where you can learn new skills in the playlist right down there. And with those words, I'll see you next time. Signing off. Cheerio.